What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the podcast. This is episode 305. I want to give a shout out to our sponsor for today's episode, Izzy Money Vintage, the best in the town, in the state, in the country, and in the world. I'll say it every time. He's the GOAT. He's got all the greatest stuff, tech, Cowboys, Americana, his own line, just cool place, cool bro, great stuff. Shout out to him for sponsoring. Check out his 1 year anniversary coming up March 22nd. And if you can't make it, go to the store. If not, check him out on Depop. Support the boy. Thank you for sponsoring this episode. Another way you can support this podcast is by subscribing to the YouTube channel. That's a free and easy way to support us over here, as well as rating, reviewing, and subscribing on any audio platform that you use to listen to us. Thank you. Patreon.com/SnakePitStudios. There's a $1 tier. We do the Conversation Pit, and a $5 tier where I do In the Pit, as well as like part 2 of certain episodes. This one's a full episode, but thank you guys. And I'm going to be out of the country for a few weeks, so I probably won't be able to post, but I hope you guys enjoy and can still support us while I'm out there having fun. Shout out to Rikky Lee Reed for coming on this episode. Great bro, comedian, funny dude. Likes to think a lot about the things that I think about, so we had a fun conversation. Again, this is a bro conversation, so if that's not for you, you might as well not even listen, but if you want to hear us kind of speak our minds a little bit, then go ahead and check it out and let me know what you think. Thank you guys. Hope you enjoy. What's going on, man? You doing all right?
I'm doing all right, man. How you doing?
Yeah, I haven't podcasted in a while, so I'm excited, man. Thanks for coming on.
It's been a minute, huh?
Do I sound all right?
Yeah, you sound great.
Cool. Maybe it's just my headphones, but yeah, man, it's been a while. But I'm excited to talk to you. It's been a while.
It has been a minute. Yeah, it has been a minute. Sorry to do nothing about my hair. I just realized today, I was like, oh shit, I'm shooting a fucking podcast today. Maybe get a haircut. Nah, fuck it. I got that scraggly white boy hair.
It's only forever, bro.
It's only forever. It's fine. I look like some kind of cracked out crazy white kid. That's what
look. I wasn't gonna say cracked out. You look a little crazy.
I look a little crazy. It's I don't know. I gotta cut my. People tell me to let it grow, but then I gotta manage it, dude. I fucking hate managing it.
That's the worst part of it.
It is. It's a bitch. Like, you got yours all long. You know, it sits. You know, it weighs down. You don't gotta worry about it like sticking out too much.
You gotta beat that phase, but once you beat that, there's like 2 phases. There's this part, and then once it gets right here, again, you got to beat it, and then you're good.
And then you're good. I don't know if I want the long. Man, it's like seems like so much work in the shower. You know, I'm already getting tired fucking shampooing this shit. I can't imagine shampooing that. How much time does that add to your shower routine? Is it like?
I honestly only scrub my scalp because I have dandruff.
That makes sense.
So I don't give a fuck.
Soap falls down the hair anyway.
Yeah,
it's grabbing the grease and stuff that's in there. It's taking it out. All right, so that's like your hair routine hasn't really changed at all from short hair. All right, I can vibe with that.
The hard part is drying it because I don't blow dry my hair.
Oh, yeah.
So it's wet right now because I just took a shower. But
like 3 hours ago, yeah.
No, I actually took a shower about 30 minutes ago. Rattlesnake Roy does shower, by the way, but yeah. Yeah, dude, you were just telling me about video games. What was the game you were telling me about?
Oh, yeah, Marvel Rivals. It's fucking blowing up the shit right now, dude. It is the #1 game. It has as many players as its launch weekend.
Oh, shit.
Which is a big deal. I don't know if... So, basically, when a free game comes out, right, everybody hops on it to check out, see if it's good. Right, a bunch of people, all the streamers hop on it. And usually after that first weekend of a release, the game players, like, it falls off. People realize they don't really like it. It's not that fun, you know? So the player base completely fucking falls off that first weekend. It happens to a lot of games. But with Marvel Rivals, its player base skyrocketed. It's like, I think around 35 million players. And it's kept that steady base since it came out.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so people be steady on Marvel Rivals. All the main streamers that you see online are all playing it right now. It's a pretty popular game. I have a lot of fun playing it. Like I said, I play Iron Man. I'll fuck shit up with it.
Do you stream?
No. I'm technologically kind of retarded.
Yeah, me too. That's why I haven't done it. It just seems so fun. I mean, I think it's, to be monetarily like good, I think it's too late to start streaming.
Well, I don't know. I mean, if you're interesting, if you're like, because it just blows my mind how much people get an audience from just playing games.
That's so weird to me about streaming. Crazy. I don't understand it.
Like somebody that nobody in their town knows who they are, but like thousands of people all over the world know who the fuck they are. It's like crazy.
So people, I've never watched a stream, like will just watch you play.
Yeah.
Like the camera's on you and you're just
Yeah. And you just watch you play video games and shit. That's what it is. Or the camera's not even on you and you're just watching your gameplay.
The gameplay.
And you're talking about it, giving commentary. You know, it's a commentary economy that we're kind of in right now, especially with the internet. Like this is commentary right here.
Yeah.
Imagine this, except you're watching them fucking wreck shop on Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, like you're saying I'm retarded when it comes to technology too, so I don't know how to.
Yeah.
But what's crazy is when I went to get a new laptop for editing, the lady sold me a really expensive one, but it's a streaming laptop at that. Like she's like, this is for gaming, but it's really high. I guess computes really fast because I put out videos a lot.
Yeah.
So I needed it to run really quickly. And I guess I have one for sure, and I just don't even use it. Like,
fuck yeah, dude. Maybe hop on that Hell Let Loose game. Maybe check that shit out.
I don't even have a fucking game. I only have a Switch.
Oh. You can play the laptop you have is a game.
Oh,
if it's a high performance game laptop, then yeah, just fucking download Steam. Just download Steam. That's all you got to do. Create a Steam account, and then you got like all the world's video games at your fingertips right there.
Shit.
Yeah. Get yourself a Steam account.
Oh,
see, I'm fucking dumb as shit when it comes to this kind of stuff, and I know about Steam. Do you know what Steam is?
No, I don't.
You never heard of Steam before?
No.
It's like the number one video game commerce in the world. Like that's where all the gaming is at, man. Steam. So you just download Steam on that laptop, and then they probably have programs in Steam so where you can fucking stream on Twitch or whatever you want. They make it real simple. I don't take very good care of my stuff. You know, it's amazing that my Xbox is still functional. So I don't got no laptop or anything like that. If I had a laptop, I would break that shit in like a month. Look at my fucking phone.
You gotta take care of your
looks like
shit,
a roadmap, bro. I just don't attach myself to material things like that.
That's a good thing, bro. That's a good
Except I get really, really fucking upset when they don't work, though. So maybe I should.
Maybe you are attached. Yeah,
I don't know. I'm my own worst enemy, is what it is.
Fucking yeah. I just never understood streaming,
dude. I bet I could see you fucking.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say
shit to some gamers.
I know. Okay, I'll bring that up in a minute, but yeah, one of the things I want to do once I kind of get more established in this is either start a whole another YouTube channel or a whole nother like thing. I want to have like a gaming podcast or a stream. I don't know. I want to do not me.
That would
somebody else do
somebody
it.
else.
Somebody.
I could look into doing that.
Yeah,
try to explore some video games.
You know games, bro.
I know games. I don't know them as well as I used to, but I think I can explore that realm a little bit for you.
Yeah, I want to build like a place where we could just all like if you wanted to hop in, just play and stream.
Yeah, that'd be dope. That would be dope.
I think that'd be real fun.
I could play some video games. We'd be like Conan, you know, Conan.
I mean, I know Conan.
Clueless Gamer. Bits, yeah. He has somebody on his staff that's really huge in video games, and they had this bit where this guy would teach Conan a new video game, and Conan does not fucking play video games whatsoever, so he'd just sit there and make fun of the video game. You know, Conan's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, there's so many good bits. That's a good bit.
Yeah, it's a great bit, and he did it for. They actually did one game. I think it was the Injustice.
Oh yeah,
DC's Injustice video game. They were playing it, and DC, the developers, actually made Conan into one of the characters.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so he was in there fighting as Conan and shit. It was pretty badass. And but yeah, there's some pretty funny segments on there. So gaming is definitely, if you're trying to expand even more, gaming is a.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna ask you. You can like live chat with people, audio. Yeah. Is there a lot of bad words being said?
For sure.
Racist things?
For sure.
Shit.
For sure. It's
because I heard the gaming industry kind of got pussy, but I don't know.
Well, I mean...
Because I used to play Call of Duty back in the day, and that was shit.
Well, that's just the cultural landscape. You know, that was the Biden administration, honestly.
Well, no, this was like when I was like 12, 13, 14. This was...
They would say toxic stuff.
Oh, not even toxic, like downright horrible racist shit.
Because you're hiding behind like a fucking gamer tag.
Inward. I'm like, God damn.
Yes, the N-word is very much rampant in Call of Duty.
Is it rampant in your Marvel game?
I don't think so. But maybe.
You call each other fags and shit?
Oh, for sure. That's just all gaming in general.
That's
dude.
why
if you want to avoid toxicity, you go to like the more creative games, like my Planet Zoo game. You're probably not going to be called the N-word.
Well, I don't use that word, but Planet Zoo, yeah, that sounds, I don't know.
Planet Zoo players, they're fucking dorks, so they wouldn't talk all kinds of shit on each other like that. No. Like
you ever play Diablo?
No.
No,
but I know what Diablo is.
I don't.
Yeah,
I just heard of it. I don't know what it is.
it's a classic. How does it go again? I think it's a shooter. It's another one of
Apparently,
those
like if you're good, you're really smart.
Western shooter games. Yeah, a lot of games are like that, but a lot of it has to do with your brain, your development. As you get older, you get worse at video games. You're just not as quick.
See, this is what happened. The gap between I stopped at the PS3, and like I think everybody just kept going with the game. So I'm probably like
you're
so far behind.
There's so many different kinds of games.
But I'm
out
also
there.
competitive, so it just pissed me off.
Oh yeah, that's why I had to put the multiplayer games down for a while, dude. Fucking about to throw a controller at the screen and shit, getting so mad.
I did play. I don't know if you like sports games. I played NCAA with my brother over Christmas, and I beat him, and he was pretty pissed.
Oh yeah,
He was real mad because he's a gamer, and I was like, "Yeah."
How old is your brother?
He just turned 16.
Oh, there you go.
So they're in that shit. You know?
You beat him.
Yeah,
He
bro.
needs to get his shit together,
That's
man.
what I
What the
said.
fuck? He just got beat by an old man.
That's what I
Oh my
said.
god,
Bro, it legit felt like that. I was like, damn, son, you got beat, bro.
It's like you really need to get together.
Yeah, they be playing like Fortnite and
I hate Fortnite. I played Fortnite when it first came out. I don't hate it for the reasons like it's real popular and stuff. The reason I hate it is because like when I'm shooting, I just want to be in a firefight, you know?
gotcha.
If I want to play Minecraft, I'll fucking play Minecraft, all right?
Do you play that?
No,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't. I mean, I like building and stuff, but I never really got into Minecraft.
Yeah, because you can like tear shit down and
Oh yeah, you do a limited amount of building and shit, which is a game I probably should get into, but maybe
no,
it's
on Fortnite.
Oh, and Fortnite, yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I don't like Fortnite, because you'll be like shooting at somebody and suddenly they become a castle, and it's like, this is fucking stupid, dude. I don't want to fucking.
I remember when my friends first started playing that. I'm surprised it's still like a thing.
It's still running hard.
Because I was
man.
like 20, 19, and they were playing it.
Yeah, it's still going pretty strong.
Very popular. Huh?
Well, it got. Oh, excuse me, I burped.
Fuck it.
Right under your mic.
Nah, I don't have to use that one. I don't give a fuck.
But it got real popular because fucking industries like the entertainment industries just like swooped in and profited off of, you know, all the skins and shit and all the
Like,
microtransactions is where it makes all of its money.
Like Travis Scott and all that.
Yeah, that's what blew it up. And also, I mean, I don't know what it is about the building that people like so much. When I'm shooting at somebody, I just want to be able to shoot at them, you know, and not have to worry about like now I got to go in and build all these rooms with a fucking loft or whatever. It's stupid to me. I don't like it, you know. But I do like building. I like building and I like shooting and I like them to be separate. You know what I mean?
I gotcha.
It makes more sense. That way I can focus on building or focus on shooting. Marvel Rivals is fun though because it's you know, every character has different abilities and stuff they can do. You can play. It's almost like every character is a different game entirely
Oh shit.
because they have their own like way of mechanics and things that you have to apply. So like obviously a Groot or a Incredible Hulk is going to play differently than Spider-Man, right? There's a massive difference between those two
It's
characters.
that sophisticated? Kind of?
Yeah, it's that sophisticated.
Damn.
So like every character has a ranking system of 1 to 5 stars, and the number of stars reflects how hard the character is to play. So like Punisher, you just have a rifle, you're just shooting people. It's 1 star. It's not hard to play at all. You know, you bust out your turrets and shoot people. That's it.
Nice.
Spider-Man's 5 fucking stars because you're swinging around all over the place and you can crawl on walls, you can run on walls, and all of his moves are have to do with like landing combos. So you got to web somebody and then like uppercut them, and you got to get the timing all fucking right, dude. It's a pain in the ass to play, but it's
Dude,
when
it
somebody
sounds
gets
fun.
good at Spider-Man though, I imagine they have a good time. You have to fucking put in hours and hours to get good with him. And once you do get good with him, if you got a good Spider-Man on the team, that motherfucker's whooping ass all over the place. But it's a hard character to play. But you can fucking be Spider-Man. That's what's cool about it. Like, you're web slinging and shit.
That's awesome.
And it works.
That rules.
Yeah. You're like our Spider-Man. And like you are Iron Man. It's really, that's the cool thing about it. I don't like the Captain America in the game, though. He's not the best. Like, he's my favorite superhero of all the superheroes. I love Captain America. But his character in the game is not the easiest to play with.
Can you throw his shield?
Yeah, you can throw his shield, and he does that. So like, you can throw his shield as an ability. You hit the bumper, or while you're fighting somebody, if you land like 3 hits, he'll start to do combos by throwing the shield and hitting other people. It's
shit.
really fucking badass, dude. They really turn you into the superhero that
That's
you're playing
fun. I'm
as,
gonna
and
check
it's
this
fun.
out. Hopefully it's on Switch.
Yeah, I think it should be. It should. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Switch has got like a regular controller like other
that's
games.
hard.
Yeah. So it should. There's no reason it shouldn't be on Switch. But But I'm telling you, man, that laptop you got there, you got a gaming
I
laptop.
can't believe this is always what happens. I figure out I have all this shit.
You have a gaming laptop for sure, dude. You could stream on there, and you could do like a non-gamer playing games type situation. You know, you can do it yourself. You don't got to be good at the game. You could be funny, like I don't know what the fuck's going on.
That's what be the angle I would take. I don't know if I can play.
But yeah, I don't know what this is. And
Did you watch the new Captain America?
yeah, I saw it on fucking Friday.
Yeah, what'd you think?
It was very mid tier.
So I watched it last night, and I had heard these reviews, and I actually was surprised at how much I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed
The
I feel
fighting was sweet. Red Hulk was awesome.
Yeah, that was cool. I didn't like. So Joaquin Torres, they're taking this angle as a character. He doesn't have to be an arrogant asshole. You know, I didn't like. So some of the dialogue.
Is this the new Falcon?
Yeah, the new Falcon. So some of the dialogue threw me off, where it's like Marvel is falling into this trend where every single fucking superhero has to be arrogant for some reason. It's like the Tony Stark syndrome. Every character, every superhero has to be an arrogant prick. Yeah. And just like the way he was talking to Isaiah Bradley, the moment they spoke, the moment they met each other, he started talking shit to him, calling him old and stuff like that. I'm like, why does every Marvel character have to be a fucking a dick? Why does he have to be a dick? Joaquin Torres could have walked in and been respectful, and he still could have been. He would have been an intriguing character. He didn't have to sit there and start like throwing insults at Isaiah Bradley for no fucking reason. I thought that was goofy, and I think it's Marvel's inability to write unique characters, whereas every single character is arrogant asshole. A lot of people talk shit on Shang-Chi, saying that he was boring. I don't think he was boring. I think he was a normal person. He wasn't an arrogant prick. He didn't sit there and was a dick to everybody. He wasn't. Not every character has to have like the sly comebacks every time. You know?
I was about to say this is like showing white people suck, but Joaquin's he's from Florida.
Yeah, Joaquin Torres, he's a Latino. Yeah, that's the whole point of him. And he could have just been a normal guy. He could have just been a cool, you know.
That's what made the new Captain America so good. I thought he seemed like a normal guy.
Yeah, he is a normal guy. Yeah, I dig Falcon being the Captain America. It makes more sense organically for the story, you know, of Marvel. A lot of people saying it should have been Winter Soldier, but it's like my boss. We were talking about it today. He's like, I think Bucky should have been Captain America. And my boss is a Persian man. Well, he's American, but his family is Persian.
Okay, I got you.
And and he was like, it should have been Bucky. And I was like, well, Bucky killed a lot of fucking people. You know,
I would have agreed with this, like saying, well, it should have been Bucky, But he's also about to be a congressman.
Yeah.
So it's like,
that
okay.
threw me off. I was like, what the fuck?
So if you're going to do that, you should have made him Captain America.
Yeah, he can be a congressman, but he can't be Captain America. All right. But honestly, yeah, there are the sins of Bucky's past. He was under mind control. But the fact of the matter is he did that, you know.
Yeah.
The guy
who killed Tony Stark's parents.
He killed Tony Stark's parents, and he killed a lot of people throughout history, shaping American history for Hydra. That guy can't be Captain America, mind control or not. That guy can't be.
He shouldn't be a congressman either.
Yeah, okay, right. Now, the Falcon, on the other hand, like that guy, he was in the shit. He was there. He's just a normal dude. Maybe he's got flying wings, sure, but he was just a normal dude. Motherfucker was fighting aliens. Motherfucker was fighting Hydra. Motherfucker helped save the world. Falcon is Captain America.
That's true.
Sam Wilson
he's a good pick.
He's a great pick. And Steve Rogers picked him for a good reason. Not because of super soldier, but because of a good man.
Yep.
And that's what Sam Wilson is.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of reviews today about it. I really enjoyed the Red Hulk. I thought he was
Red
sweet.
Hulk was cool.
They could do a lot more with him, but God, he was sweet.
But like, are we ever going to see Red Hulk ever again? Though
I think we should.
Harrison
Maybe when they reboot, I think they should.
Yeah. Other than Harrison Ford, somebody
I think he did a good job.
He did. He was too fucking old. I don't know.
Yeah, he was old.
He was super old, and then his character is supposed to be angry all the time. And it's like, that's detrimental to Harrison Ford's health. Why are you guys making him act angry all the time?
I don't know, bro. Did you see him doing that Peloton? He looked ripped for his old ass.
Yeah, a little bit. But also at the same time, like he has that angry old man face most of the movie, right? Where like an angry old white guy's like mad and you're worried he's going to collapse and fall over or something, right?
True.
And he was faking the Peloton, dude. He was faking it, remember?
Yeah,
he was doing it slow, and then his secretary walked in. He's like, oh. I wonder if they do that to Trump. I wonder if he has like a regimen. A workout regimen.
No, he doesn't work out.
He doesn't work out at all.
He eats McDonald's and drinks Diet Coke and stays up 20 hours a day.
It's ridiculous.
The man's a beast in that manner. He's a beast.
Yeah, it's ridiculous how much he's fucking working right now.
But he also doesn't drink or do drugs.
Yeah.
Or smokes or anything. So
Never has.
I mean, I guess that'll. You could be 80 and run the country when you fucking don't do anything.
It's coherent. I didn't want to talk too much about politics because then we're just going to be sitting here agreeing with each other.
It's whatever you want to talk about. My whole point was.
All right. So, like, in 1848, Mexico and America signed this thing. It's called the Treaty.
Did you watch that podcast today?
Guadalupe? No, I haven't watched. Which one?
Me and Morgan.
Oh no.
We talked about the Battle of the Alamo.
Yeah.
And yesterday I learned about
the Treaty of Guadalupe.
Just about the Texas Revolution and kind of the Mexican Revolution.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
Okay, so then it was all settled, right?
I don't know.
It was, right? Wasn't it? There was a treaty that settled it, right?
Oh, I get what you're saying now.
The governments settled it. The governments are like, okay, yeah, these are the borders. These are the lines. Mexico signed the treaty. America signed the treaty.
I haven't really been open about my views on this. But what I will say is there has to be borders. There just has to be borders.
Yeah.
Every other country has borders. If I went into Mexico illegally, they're going to fucking throw me in jail.
Yeah, people in Mexico are protesting right now because of the influx of migrants from other South American countries.
This is what I was also going to bring up. A lot of the migrants aren't just Mexicans, people. There are a lot of Asians, Africans, Middle Easterns, not just Mexicans coming through that damn border, man. So, I mean, we don't have to get into too much into it. It's just, okay, we can talk about this. Let me ask you this. Do you feel, I guess, do you feel good about what's going on now?
Yeah.
In this current era?
I feel good about what the Trump administration is doing. I don't feel good about how half the country is reacting to it.
Fair enough.
I don't think that's, there was an insurrection on this January 6th, 2020. That was bad. That shouldn't have happened. Although maybe it was nudged along a little bit by the FBI
There was definitely a lot of FBI in there. So
yeah.
And that just came out.
It's almost like it nudged along. Yeah.
I don't know, bro. It's almost like COVID started in a lab.
But are we supposed to look at what's going on in America right now with all these protests and not like think, what is this? What's the end game for the protests when they don't get what they want?
Crybabies.
Yeah, but what happens when they don't get what they want?
So I from what I endured for 4 years and what I've seen going on now and the reaction from the opposing party, it's like, okay, keep doing what you're doing. Keep saying what you're saying, Democrats. Because another Republican president's going to get elected and then another one. And then I think we have 15, 16 years of Republican presidents because of the way they're acting and reacting and the things they're saying. I don't think people realize what the words, like, I don't know if I've expressed this on here, but like, I don't think Democrats realize the words that they're saying, what they really mean. I'm like, okay, well,
They're screaming about Doge.
Oh man, that's
it's
crazy.
It's so weird to me. It's like the president campaigned with Elon Musk, and their whole argument is like, I didn't vote for Elon Musk. You didn't vote for Trump.
You didn't vote. I didn't vote for Joe Biden. I didn't vote for senior Democratic executives when they ruled while Biden was asleep. I didn't vote for George Soros.
Yeah, but nobody voted for Kamala Harris either.
The whole thing with the Doge thing is I can't believe people aren't upset about it. Like, they are wasting money out the ass. That's what's so fucking frustrating to me. It's like, yo, they're showing you, like, should we even pay taxes this year?
Right.
Like, legit. That's like legitimately how I feel like right now. Like, what's the point of us paying taxes? Is it's just going to go into the pockets of people who aren't going to do anything. Like, sure, we should aid things and there should be certain programs, but it's not even going to that. Yeah. That's what's fucking crazy.
And here's another argument from the left, and this is a mutual friend of ours. This was his argument when we talked about it. was like military spending is out of control. I don't know. I don't think the American government can decide how much we spend on military. I don't think Congress decides how much we spend on military.
He brought that up, and I was like, bro, you're not going to change that.
American citizens don't decide how much we spend on military. You know who gets to decide how much we spend on military? Our enemies. They decide how much we spend on military.
I just think that's one thing, as unfortunate as it is, that is one area you will not change. That is $1 trillion. That's a racket. And you're not going to change that. One motherfucking bit.
It's not gonna happen. We're not gonna stop spending money on defense.
Did you see what Trump proposed though? He said us, Russia, and China were trying to get an agreement to cut military spending, all of us, by 50%.
But we all have to agree on it.
Do you think that could happen?
That would. I don't think China and Russia are gonna fucking agree to that. They play their own game.
I'm like, dude, if that happened, he would be the greatest president of all time.
To get them to actually agree to it,
I don't think that they're as scary as we put them out to be. But yeah, to get them to agree with that. No, to get us to agree with. I don't know if I don't think
China's not going to cut their military budget in half.
If Russia and us, we all did it. You don't think that we could agree?
I mean, if we could, like, that would be nice. But there's no way.
I genuinely think Putin wants peace. I'm not a Putin apologist, but I think he wants peace.
Why does he want peace if he invaded Ukraine?
Why did we threaten to bring them into NATO? Get them. We're not. We have no reason to be involved in any of that shit over there.
Yeah,
I don't think he's gonna expand. They're Russian speaking people. You know what I mean? Like, that's basically. I don't know too much about it, but it's like, get us out of that shit. I don't want to go to war for fucking Ukraine and Russia.
Yeah, and I kind of feel the same way about the whole Palestine thing right now. That's the only thing that Trump has done that made me go, really? Why? When he's talking about, like, we're going to take over Palestine.
That's pretty wild.
It's so messy.
That's wild.
The whole situation is so fucking messy, dude. Anybody who gets heavily involved is just going to end up covered in the mess of the Palestinian-Israel conflict.
Are there any even Palestinians? Is Gaza even left at this point?
It's rubble.
Is there anything left?
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to be funny. Like,
there it isn't. And that's what he's trying to make a point. Well, they don't want to go back there. Like, yeah, maybe some of them don't want to go back and some of them are okay with going to other nations and being displaced again. But a large portion of them are not okay with it. So to say that they don't want to go back is inaccurate. The whole generalization. And this is just his real estate mogul fucking brain working, with a piece of land.
He wants to put something up there.
Yeah,
fucking hotels and casinos.
A new Trump Tower or something. I don't know. It's just gonna piss off the
Muslim
countries.
That's one situation I don't think you're ever gonna see fixed.
Yeah,
those people have been fighting
forever. And okay, free Palestine from the river to the sea, right?
I don't know.
I don't understand the free Palestine movement. Free Palestine from what? Do you know?
No. Occupation? I don't know. I haven't gotten involved in this because I don't know, but I don't know. You can't have it seems like a lose-lose, however you put it. Like, I don't know, but I don't want to sound anti-Semitic on this podcast because I could get there, but I don't think it's any of our business what's going on over there. Like,
yeah. It's not our business. I don't think we should stay out of it, but Israel is one of our strongest allies.
I get that. And it's just like, we have our own problems here. This is my whole point. We have our own problems here. Why are we sending money to anybody?
Yeah.
I don't
think that we should be involved. I think us sticking our nose into that mess of business is just mess on us. That's what it is.
It's wild. That is a crazy thing, man. Shit, there was a scary time with that situation in my head. I was like, fuck. I did not know what was going to happen. Like, World War III?
World War III won't be fought between
happening.
Nations. I think World War III will be fought. It'll be a world civil war, because I hear a lot of people on the media or on social media saying, oh, the rest of the world is laughing at us. The rest of the world is making fun of us for Trump. It's like, no, the rest of the world is just like America. They're fucking divided on Trump. The rest of the world is divided on Trump. Okay, you can't say all of these people are. No, half of them are, and the other half are like, I wish we had a Trump over here.
Yeah, there's a big populist movement right now.
Yeah. What it is if there is a world war, it's not going to be a world war between nations. It's going to be a world civil war. It's going to be all the developed nations fighting amongst each other, and it's going to be a world war between Republican and Democrat, the left versus the right, like it was in the Civil War. It was the left versus the right, and the right won. People forget that.
Yeah, man, it's I don't know. I feel hopeful with Trump being in office.
Yeah, I am too. I hope that. I think the only thing to really be nervous about, like we were talking about, is everything that's happening in the Middle East. That's a whole mess. That's a religious war that's been fought for thousands of years. That's still being fought to this day. It's the Crusades.
That's what I was about to. I said, hey, Catholics, take
The
it over.
Crusades, that the conflict with the Crusades, it's the same conflict that's happening in Palestine right now. It's the same war. It's the same conflict that's carried over, right?
Hey, you can pull that mic closer to you if you need to, because there you go.
But it is the same conflict that's just been carried on for hundreds and hundreds of years. But if you were to go into detail as to why this conflict exists, then you be labeled as racist.
Yeah, so I don't want to sound like that, but I believe in peace. I believe in not killing each other over what, we don't even know. Like like you're saying, like these movements here, like you don't even know.
Yeah.
I will say, if I want to express myself, I think that it's dumb. I respect your right to protest, express your right to believe how you want, but I think it's dumb.
Yeah.
I think it's really dumb to put a Ukrainian flag in your bio or a Palestinian flag in your bio. Good for you.
Ukrainians and Palestinians don't care about you.
They don't give a shit about me. I mean, they live on the other side of the world, man. Lubbock has its own issues.
Yeah.
Like, can we not fix Lubbock?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I just think it is a messy situation over there because, all right, so they want to erase Israel, I think. That's what Free Palestine
some of them
means. They want to erase Israel.
There's definitely some that do.
And I think that Israel does, I guess, have a right to be there and have a right to be that nation that is their land. But at the same time, if you're surrounded by countries that want you gone and you're surrounded by people that want you dead, why are you staying there? Oh, it's the Holy Land. It's God's chosen people.
I don't know if they have a choice to leave. I don't even know if they can leave.
It can leave.
I don't know. This is like one issue I don't know. I don't.
They don't want to leave because it's like they're like God's holy people.
I would love to be able to go there
or whatever.
I would love to go to Jerusalem one day.
It'd be cool.
I think it'd be cool as fuck. I don't know.
Traveling the world just be cool in general. Honestly,
yeah, that's fucking awesome. I want to go to Egypt.
Oh yeah, I want to go to Rome.
I will be there next month.
In Egypt?
No, Rome.
Oh, Rome. Oh,
I'll
shit.
be in Rome next month.
You're gonna be in Rome. Oh yeah, no one goes to Egypt right now.
You can't.
You can't go to Egypt, especially if you're American.
Yeah.
But you're going to Rome. What are you doing in Rome?
We're just gonna go on a 2-week trip to Venice, Florence, and Rome. And we're spending most of the days in Rome, and I'm really excited to go.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I'm a Catholic boy, so I'm excited to go to the Vatican.
Hell yeah.
Some shit I don't agree with, but man, it's gonna be cool. It's just ancient. I've never been outside of the country. So
I don't think I have either.
So it's gonna be a whole different culture shock for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? So it'll be fun. I'm fascinated with Roman history.
Oh, you're one of those guys?
I mean, I like it. Yeah, not like on that shit, but like they were what we are now, I guess, technically.
An empire.
Yeah,
there's been lots of
the greatest
them,
empire up until us.
Yeah.
Maybe.
There's been lots of empires, though.
Like just emperors and how they were able to like build a civilization is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I guess we don't give ancient people credit enough.
They were able to get it together.
For as sophisticated as they were.
Well, it took a long time.
Yeah, I guess
for them to get it together.
Thousands of years, maybe.
Yeah, like how much of human history we don't have a record of? It's like thousands upon thousands of years before, humans started writing shit down and recording what was going on. There was a huge amount of time, like so much time that we don't know what humans were up to during that fucking time. We have no idea. And that's why the whole like the ancient aliens or the ancient civilization,
How much do you get into that?
I dig it. Yeah. I think a lot of it's a reach. They're fun. Really reaching to fill content. But
not necessarily them, but like ancient
civilizations. I think that to sit there and say definitively that there never was one is foolish. Like there's so much human history that that's unaccounted for.
I can usually get a good tell on somebody, and like if I want to listen to them, if they say that like definitively, no, this didn't happen, or they give you like a certain day, like 10,000 years ago, that's when it was. Like I don't know if you know.
Were you there?
there was people apparently in America 60,000 years ago. The Clovis footprints. That's right down the street. And they found footprints that they date to like 6,000 years ago. 60,000.
See, we keep discovering new things.
This was crazy, bro. So I was going to ask you, how much do you get into this? Like, I just heard about this. Do you they found ancient hieroglyphic, Egyptian hieroglyphs in the Grand Canyon.
Dude.
This is
Egyptian?
This is supposed like a pyramid or something in the Grand Canyon that had Egyptian hieroglyphs. Fuck. Do you get into that?
That's no, I haven't heard of that one, but that sounds
like
awesome,
shit like that
dude.
though, like that we were all like connected more
That
than
shit
we.
tickles my brain, man.
It's
That
fucking
shit
fun.
tickles the
It's
fuck
so
out of my
fun to
brain.
think about. I personally, just to get in conspiracy, I think there's pyramids in Texas.
Oh yeah,
I believe that. I really think there's some buried around here.
probably.
I think that the church came through and just wiped out all kinds of shit. There's a big giant pyramid in Louisiana. Did you know that? That one's like actually confirmed, but
So you think there's a connection, or that's just the most structurally sound thing that people in
So this
ancient
is
world
where-
could build?
this is where it's fun because the more I look into it and the more I want to believe and have fun is I think it was all connected. I think that they were maybe not aliens, but I think maybe, again, we don't give them enough credit. Maybe they were seafaring people.
Yeah,
And
maybe
they were
there's
advanced
technology.
and they were fucking just flying off from Atlantis, Egypt, and just going everywhere, going to Asia, going to the Americas, coming here. I don't know. I like to think about it. It's fun.
It is fun.
It's
and
so fun to
sit
think
there and
about.
say that we know exactly how human history was. It's so arrogant, you know. A lot of modern paleontologists, it's like, yes, you have your research and you collected your evidence, but you weren't there. You don't know how this evidence came to be what it is. You know, you can't recreate your experiments in a lab. You can't recreate like thousands of years of time going by. So, but it is fun to think about, man. I'd like to think that when we die, maybe we're shown that.
I would hope so.
I would hope so. If there's some kind of afterlife, like, hey, just what happened with human history? Like, what happened there?
Give me
There's
a
a lot of
playbook.
speculation. There's a lot of people just show me the movie, and then I'll go to heaven or whatever. But like, show me first. I want to know.
So if you could plot back at any time, where would you go?
Ooh, oh, man. I think before recorded history, ancient Sumerians. Before then, I think that would be cool.
Right as we're starting to build up.
Yeah, right.
So-
As like just try to take a peek, see what maybe even before then, like go back to any time like before recorded human history. That would be badass. I think that would be cool because then like what if you go back and then there's like cities and shit? And it's like, oh my god.
There could be probably. Who fucking knows?
Yeah. How long would it take for a civilization like that to be erased? Only like 1,000 years, right? To completely be erased.
If you even take that and go like, okay, they started 1 million years ago,
Yeah.
and then they got erased 1 million years ago. Like,
Yeah, there would be no trace, man.
yeah, you could leave like, if we died, 1,000 years, they wouldn't even know what the fuck we are.
Yeah, yeah. There would be no trace. And a lot of the modern paleontologists, there's the same as like religious fanatics, that are
That's
like,
what's crazy.
I know the truth. This is the
And they'll
truth
shun
because I
you.
say it is. They're like, no.
They'll like gatekeep and shun
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I just want to. I would go back to Egypt. I want to know how those pyramids are built.
Oh, yeah? You gotta know.
I want to know like what was going on.
I think that the leverage methods make sense. Like the leveraging, if you put wedges underneath a block, if you put enough wedges, eventually you're going to lift a 10-ton block. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I also want to like, how do you even get to build a society that can figure that shit out?
Because they got nothing better to do.
I get no. You know what's crazy is I don't know if this is real. They found like a tablet from ancient Egypt. It was a guy's recorded day, and it was very kind of like almost like how we live. It was like wake up, do my work. Friend came over, drink beer.
It was a diary?
It was basically his diary, and it was really weird how like similar it would be to like our, but based on what they had. But it was kind of like, hey, my friend came over and we drank beer because they like beer a lot, and then I did work and I went home. It was like that. So I mean, but to figure out the math to do that, like
They didn't have anything better to do.
I mean, I guess
got
I
a
guess
lot of
I'm not giving
time,
them credit. I guess I'm not giving them enough.
Yeah. They're sitting around. Like, think about all the millions of years or the thousands of years that human beings, before we start recording shit. Like, that was a lot of time to sit there and figure out and get to the point before we started recording shit. You know what I mean?
That's what's fascinating about the Mayans, I've heard, is they wrote everything down.
Yeah.
They were kind of sophisticated in that manner. They were able to. There's a lot of records now of them, of their daily shit, and
Man, it would be so cool to go back and just see those ancient
Bro.
civilizations. Just see them.
That
you
one
know?
would be another one would be cool to see.
It would be sick. Honestly, yeah, the way that the world is populated right now with civilizations and you see markets and people all over the place, to go back to like ancient Mayan times and see a population of people in a society, in a civilization of ancient, oh, that would be so fucking cool.
Yeah,
Oh my
it'd be
God.
wild. So I had heard too about them is they were real like again they were I guess kind of like us. They had markets, they had art, they had dances, and the kings would write poetry and sing to the people. Like they lived like this, and they had this like sophisticated society. And so to me when I heard about like they didn't they had art and like a poetry, but nowhere in that did they ever mention the fact that while they were doing this, they were also sacrificing millions of people. They were living like almost like a normal functioning society, if you will, but they were also fucking sacrificing humans. That was when I heard that, I was like, that's so crazy to think about. Like,
It's like, oh, today's a good day. My ex-boyfriend is getting sacrificed.
no, that's what you would. That's what I would think you would hear
Yeah.
in their written records, but they never wrote about it.
So how do we
Like-
know that they did that?
Well, you know what I mean. Like if you're gonna write, like how like we write music, it's like fuck these wars, fuck Trump. Like the poetry, the art reflects that.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Like, why didn't their art reflect their
It's like my
like? Was
buddy.
there not like an artist who was like, "This is bad. Maybe we shouldn't do this." I don't know. Like that was crazy to me. Like,
How do we know that they did sacrifices?
oh,
then?
no, I mean, there's like, yeah, they did it. I mean, there's like records of that, but there's no like society. I guess they didn't even see it as anything bad. There's like, yeah, we got to
Oh,
kill
it's
these.
like we don't. Okay,
We don't
so
give a
like
fuck.
people don't write art or do art about how our plumbing system works, and maybe that's how they saw
That's
it.
what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Now that you're saying this, because I'm like, did they just not
Yeah.
give a fuck?
Because nobody goes out and sings a song about building a house or
Yeah.
putting it or like thank God for plumbing and it works. And so if they perceive their
That's
sacrifices
so crazy.
as plumbing, why would they write art about it?
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I
what
mean?
was crazy to me.
But that's also bizarre because of how rich like a human life is.
That's what I'm saying. It's so
You know?
bizarre to think about. Like they never mentioned it as such. They
I gotta
just
look
did
more
it.
into this.
They did it. I can
There's-
send you the documentary I watched about it. It's fucking crazy. Like
You never know, right? Diss tracks about the guy that got assassinated or got sacrificed. That's interesting to think about.
it's part of why their empire failed, by the way, because they would go to neighboring places and take them.
Oh yeah, just for sacrifices or
so
slaves.
in the documentary I heard, it was so bad that the civilizations that they were raiding were like, can we make a peace treaty? And the Mayans were like, or the Aztecs, one or the other, I don't remember which one, were like, no, because we need you for sacrificing. they straight up was like, nah, we're just gonna keep killing y'all. We don't give a fuck.
yeah.
And then like, the Spanish came and rounded up all these people. We're like, yeah, we hate them. We'll help you take them out.
Yeah. And also they brought a bunch of diseases, wasn't it?
That's what I heard.
Yeah. And then throwing dead bodies over the walls, spreading disease inside the place.
Yeah,
And
it was
that's how
pretty.
they were
I don't
able
even
to-
know if they did it like that. They just showed up and then
Yeah,
everybody
they just
started
showed
dying.
up and everybody was sick.
Yeah,
and
like
dying.
whole place is just gone.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't know. It's crazy, man.
It is.
I also heard of an ancient Roman writing. They found his writings, and he was like writing about how he was upset because his friend didn't want to go ride horses with him. He wrote that in like whatever they wrote.
He's just bitching.
So it's like crazy. Like
These
humans,
ancient people's Facebook
humans
posts.
have been like the same forever.
They have.
And yeah, this guy's like bitching about his friend. Yeah, it was an ancient Facebook post. He was like, "What the fuck? My friend doesn't want to ride horses with me today. How
Yeah.
dare he?"
So humans have a nature, have a way they behave, right?
Yeah.
That's just humans are the way they are, right? And so isn't that what being conservative is? Because if you think about it, Islam is conservative.
As fuck.
Yeah. And then people on the left are like, you hate Islam, you're evil. I'm like, no, Islam's a religion with conservative values. You don't even understand what you're fighting for, what you're arguing about. You just want, I don't know.
A lot of crazy liberals don't realize how conservative a lot of even Latin people, Mexicans, Asians, Africans, they're super conservative.
Yeah, so conservative is a quality of conserving your culture's traditions.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Progressive is about changing traditions and erasing traditions and stuff like that. which I mean, there are some traditions that get outdated that need to change.
Of course.
But human beings are human beings.
Like human sacrificing.
Yeah. And tradition is just how they are. Humans act how they are. So conservative is about, treating humans the way that they are. And then progressive is about treating humans the way that you want them to be.
Yeah, it's gotten that way.
And expecting something out of humans to behave a certain way. There's a lot of people all across the world that go Palestine, queers for Palestine. It should make no sense.
That was wild.
Was
that even like? Yeah. I know it was real.
It was real,
but was it real?
It was there's some Democrats in the country that are like
that truly believe
that truly are fighting for Palestine.
That
free
sounds
Palestine.
like a mental illness.
It is. It's crazy to me, and that's what really bothers me about the Democratic Party is there is no belief. There's no through line of belief.
Yeah, that's all full of shit they were.
It's just whatever you want to hear to give me your vote. I'll say whatever you want me to tell you so that you give me your vote. That's what it is.
I will say that about this election. It felt very much like the Republican Party was very willing to bring in anybody that was like wanting to be in there.
Tulsi Gabbard was a Democrat.
So was Rogan. Yeah. And so was RFK. So like, I'm just saying as me as like a voter, like I was like, okay, I'm going to vote. Sell me your vote. Like, go out and campaign and tell me why I should vote for you. And I felt welcomed in the Republican Party. I truly did. I felt like I have things that I believe in that aren't necessarily conservative or Republican, but they are still like, yeah, okay, come on.
Yeah.
As opposed to if you were Democrat and you oppose them in the slightest, they're like, no, you're a racist, you're a transphobe, you're fatphobic. No, you can't be part of our group. That's how it felt this last election. I'm just being honest. Like, so I'm like, yeah, why? That's why a lot of people left.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? You guys are crazy.
And then the libertarians are teaming up with the Republicans. Like, when the people that are classically middle of the road when it comes to these things.
I think I'm more of that.
More libertarian? I think I'm leaning a little more libertarian too.
But there has to be some fucking structure. That's what's crazy.
For sure.
So because that's what I mean when I say that. Like, I think gay marriage should be legal. Like, I don't care what consenting adults do. I almost was like, I think all drugs should be legal. I almost was that way until like I seen like it being tested out and it just kind of didn't work. And I'm like, no, I don't know about that. But then I don't know. Maybe if you legalized it, people wouldn't die. I don't know.
If you took all the money you're spending on fighting the war on drugs and invested it into improving communities so that people don't turn to fucking drugs.
I mean, I get that, but like if I was like on a weekend, like I want to do some coke today.
You should be able to do some coke.
I think so.
Yeah.
But also there's like what I've seen as I've grown older and in the last 4 years, I'm saying like COVID and shit, like there's a lot of people who lack discipline. I think we have a discipline problem in this country.
For sure.
And I think that's a real big issue, especially with like, they're talking about what Trump's doing, what RFK wants to do. Like, no, I mean, I think the real issue is people are fucking lazy and fat as fuck and don't give a fuck and don't care.
You know why?
They don't care.
They're lazy and they're fat because they didn't have to pick their own food.
Well, but I think it comes from not caring. I've run across a lot of people, I'm saying on both ends of the spectrum, or people who don't even identify with politics, like they just don't care. That's an issue I've seen in my life with people I've interacted. They don't care about anything. And that's like crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a luxury of being, like a protected society,
it is.
I guess.
It's true freedom, I guess.
It is true freedom.
But it's like we went too far with it.
You don't have to care.
But it's like, I'm like watching these people and then they pretend to care online about, like I saw a lot of, just going to say it, saw a lot of Mexicans, talking about this deportation shit. And I saw somebody else talk about this and I agreed with him. He's like, when have you ever done anything for, because they're like, my people are being deported, my people. Mexicans were saying this. It's like, when have you ever done anything for your people? You've never done anything for anybody but yourself.
It's narcissism is what it is.
You don't give a fuck about nobody but yourself, and you're over here like, my people. You don't give a fuck. You don't care. The fact that you posted that shit on Instagram and your little cute caption, you don't give a fuck. You just wanted to make people believe you gave a fuck. That's what it was. So that really bothered me.
It's narcissism.
That shit really bothers me. It's just a lot of people. I mean, I think that's what lack of religion has done. I think just like we're saying, like just true. We're soft. You can eat whatever you want to eat.
Yeah.
You can fucking watch all the porn you want.
Just go to the store, buy your food.
Go to the store.
Somebody else is doing
There's
the
no
hard
eggs
work.
right now, but whatever.
That's because a bunch of chickens
They
were
killed a
slaughtered.
shitload of them motherfuckers. I think millions.
Yeah,
If
millions.
Yeah.
It was like a bird flu
The
epidemic,
bird flu,
right?
yeah.
And then
So they say.
so they say. Well, and then I hear people keep saying the next pandemic. It's like, why does there have to be a next pandemic? You're like, it's inevitable. It's going to happen.
Plandemic.
It's like plandemic. if Fauci, if all of his like the practices that they're making Americans go through are supposed to prevent the spread of the pandemic, then there shouldn't be a next pandemic, right? The things that you say are protecting us, right? There's no next pandemic, isn't there? Oh no.
Yeah, then why'd you get pardoned?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh yeah, we can talk about that. How do you pardon somebody like for what?
Preemptively?
And also if like because DOJ is launching an investigation into Fauci, right? And if they find whatever that he did, whatever criminal thing that he was apparently pardoned for, it's like fine, you were pardoned for it, but the truth will still come out.
Yeah.
And if he's not convicted, we can still investigate and figure out what he did, why Biden pardoned him, find the thing that he was pardoned for. It's like, all right, he's pardoned, he's not going to jail, but this is what he did.
Just taint his legacy.
This is what you did.
Yeah, I hope they do that. We deserve. I think we as Americans deserve that.
You
The
deserve
world,
to
the
know
world
the truth.
deserves that shit.
It's a weird out there conspiracy to think that the whole reason that the COVID-19 epidemic happened was to try to tank Trump's presidency. That's really out there to think that the Democrats in the world and other world leaders actively created a world pandemic because they saw a presidential candidate that was challenging their power and they needed to do something to tank his presidency.
I mean, bro, if you wanted to really,
I mean, if you're really
there's
reaching,
a lot of evidence.
There's and it's a conspiracy to assume that the reason that the Biden administration flooded so many illegal immigrants into our country over the last 4 years, it's a conspiracy to say they did that in order to squeeze out the Republican Party so that they could outnumber Republican voters. That's crazy to say that. That's a conspiracy. Why would they do that? Why would they go back on policies that they were pushing during the Obama administration? While Hillary Clinton was running for president, she was pushing policies about border protection. If you don't speak English, if you want to come to America, you better learn English. If you want to work here, you got to do it the legal way.
She sounded real Republican
It's
in that
exactly
video,
the shit
bro.
that she fucking said. And all of a sudden they
Yeah.
change their tune when Trump comes along. He starts to challenge their authority, challenge their fucking absolute power they have over everything. All of a sudden, no, we want to let the illegals in so that they can register as Democratic voters.
It's really fishy as to why that happened. That's what I.
And she never really gave an answer as to why.
Why did we let all those people in? I don't know.
We were trying to erase the Republican
There's
Party.
no voter IDs in California. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
So I will also say this: there's a lot of people talking shit about Trump's deportation thing. Like he wanted to do 1 million a year, I believe, is what he said. Do you know how many people Obama deported?
5
5 million.
5 million people.
That's
Yep.
the record.
Yep.
Nobody wants to mention that. So let's
No.
let's everybody get off their fucking high horse. That's what
For real.
That's really what I'm fucking sick of. Is just people
Yeah, like
pretending
I'm sick of it. Like
they're
you
better.
never. It's freaking insane, right?
And yeah, man, it's crazy. There's a lot of things that were also on this COVID thing. It was, in fact, the DOJ or somebody in the White House actually said it was leaked from a lab. So we can, we can say that. For 4 years we couldn't say that, or we'd get
We
kicked
could
off.
say that it was.
Yeah, it was leaked.
It
in a
wasn't a
lab.
natural occurrence of a
Mm,
disease.
no,
It was a man-made disease.
There was no bats eating bats or whatever. There was
Oh.
a lab leak. This is where it gets fishy for me. Was it allowed? Was it done on purpose, or did it happen by accident? I think that's a fair question to ask because it did happen. Did we know? Were we just like nonchalantly like, yeah, we'll see what happens? Were we evil and said, let it happen? We'll let's make it happen. Or did it just happen? You know what I mean? I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a weird one to think about, right?
It is a weird thing. How
Because it
just-
did leak, and that's what they said. Why did it leak? That's a fair question. I'm not racist for asking that.
Yeah, and it totally tanked Trump's presidency, and he wasn't able to get reelected.
All of that, and it destroyed people's lives. People died.
Yeah.
People got fired. And
People lost businesses.
People lost businesses. Their mental health went out the fucking window. Like, people are not going to recover from that.
Oh yeah, Big Pharma made a shit ton of money too.
RFK,
A
please
whole
ban
fuck ton of money.
Pharmaceutical advertising. Please, RFK.
Do you know who else is
Just do
making a
that.
shit ton of money off a wide open border? It's the cartels.
Yeah, that's why it has to stop, bro. If anything, because those guys are evil.
Yeah. And I will concede to Mexico that they're having to deal with the cartels and they have to fight the cartels, and the cartel is constantly smuggling American firearms and using American-made weapons to fight the Mexican government. The Mexican government has to deal with that, and like that sucks for them. Then let's work with America, the American government, Mexico and America,
I think they're
maybe
starting
team
to.
together and fucking deal with this cartel
I
problem.
saw an article today that I think we're sending U.S. Special Forces down there to train Mexican Marines or so their special forces, but I think they did label them as a terrorist organization.
Yeah,
so
yes,
yeah,
it
once
was
we
a-
start,
was an executive
once we
order.
start going in there, I think it's going to be over. And I hope it does, because I want to go to Mexico. I want to be able to drive there.
Let's get to a point where the Mexican and American border doesn't even matter. Like, we're not even worried about it. Let's get to that point to where it's so great in Mexico and it's so great in America that they're not worried about like anybody crossing the border or anything like that, because it's all just chill everywhere. You know what
I
I
think
mean?
we should do that with the whole world. Yeah.
It would be cool if the whole world would chill the fuck out, you know?
But that's a little shitty thing. That's a real shitty thing to think about, because, I'm a patriot and I love this country, but, a lot of these problems were caused by us.
Yeah.
We destabilized a lot of places.
Yeah, and that's what he's doing right now with Doge, right? Isn't that what they're doing? They're trying to put an end to all that shit, the whole USAID thing.
That was just the tip of the iceberg, buddy.
Yeah, and then these Democrats are going and they're trying to show how small of a portion of the money these complaints are. It's like, this is just 3 seconds of debt in a day that we owe to China or whatever. It's like, yeah, but that adds up, right? You're adding up all these numbers and they look small now, but this is just the tip of the iceberg. It's going to get to like a lot bigger. It's like going to keep growing and growing, and Doge is going to keep exposing a whole shit ton of corruption. I don't want to think of America as this way, but it was kind of that way, especially the American government and the way it's been for the past 4 to 8 years. It's like a fallen whale. You know what a fallen whale is?
Mm-mm.
When a whale dies in the ocean, right? It falls down to the bottom, right? And then an entire ecosystem emerges of that whale's corpse. Critters from all around, creatures from all over, like parasites, crabs, all over the place come, and they're getting their piece of the fallen and dead whale.
Cleaning it up.
Getting their little piece, getting their part of it. And that's what people have been doing to the United States government for the past like fucking couple decades, is they're all just getting their piece of it, getting their piece of the dead fallen whale. And it's got to stop. We got to revive this whale, bring it back to life, and let it keep sailing along like it's supposed to.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah, man. It adds up. Billions start to add up.
It does. And but I don't know. I just like the meltdowns from the Democratic Party that's happening right now. It's just like, it's dangerous.
I think it's the beauty of the internet too, is they're melting down, but then you're like you see Elizabeth Warren melt down, but then like somebody can easily look up where she gets her money from. It's like, bitch, you get your money from Pfizer.
Yeah.
What
How much are you paid? Your salary?
That is what this is showing, by the way, for anybody listening. Like these congressmen and women, their salary is what, 100-something thousand a year, but their net worth is millions,
tens of billions,
hundreds,
tens of millions. Yeah.
Now we're seeing why.
Yeah.
It's like, well, how is that not like at least like getting you on the fucking, putting your mind in this space of like, what the fuck is actually
like,
going
wait
on?
a minute. These officials are making a shit ton of money. What the fuck?
And the average American is struggling because of taxes, because of rising prices and shit. Like taxes are crippling people. Like, where do you think that money's going? Like, come on,
it's
bro.
going to fucking make these people millionaires.
It's fucking
ridiculous.
crazy.
It's disgusting.
Fucking
is what
That's
it
when
is.
I'm legitimately like, do we even need to pay taxes?
Yeah.
Like, why?
No, I'm sure that America gets plenty of revenue from other things. You know?
Yeah, it's fucking wild. And it's just been, sometimes I wake up in a mood and I want to piss people off and I'll post. Sometimes I just watch. I don't know, man. Like somebody just called me an asshole for supporting Trump. That's the first time this has happened. And I was like, oh, okay, well, good. Exactly. Who? Yeah. Okay, well.
I think that I do support Trump, but I don't really have much of an impact on anything.
You don't think your vote mattered this election? You
I didn't vote because I lost my ID.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So I lost the privilege to vote because I didn't have my ID.
Oh, shit.
And I recognize that I lost my privilege to vote as an American because of my irresponsibleness and not having my ID. I was irresponsible. I lost my privilege to vote. Anybody who doesn't have an ID should not have the privilege to vote.
You should have went to California, bro. You could have.
Yeah, I could have voted like 20 times.
20 fucking times. Damn, yeah. No, I mean, I think that was another thing about this election is I think it was like, oh shit, our vote does matter. We won.
Yeah.
Like I think a lot of like our demographic really changed.
I think in this election, the only vote that really mattered was the Amish.
Yeah, it helped Pennsylvania.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to the bros.
But yeah, is it true there are no more blue states?
There's the ones that, oddly enough, that don't have voter ID. Are still blue.
Yeah, they're still blue. Yeah.
A few of them, she didn't flip any states. Yeah, she didn't flip
Not
any.
at all.
The ones that are obvious, I think, are still blue. But they're starting to get red in California.
Like New York and California, yeah.
Yeah, everybody's sick of this shit. Which is kind of like, I'm a little wary, though. Say this, I'm a little wary. Because what if shit's just too good to be true? And these fuckers start implementing crazy shit.
Like what could they implement? Because they're already fighting. Think about everything they've thrown at him. Everything they've tried to do.
I'm saying the Republicans start
implementing some crazy shit.
Like these powers that he's using to seemingly help the American people right now. What if it gets
what if they get drunk?
Yeah.
Yeah, what if they get a little intoxicated?
It just seems too good to be true. It's like, shit's good for us right now. I don't want to see a digital currency. I don't want to see no vaccine passports. Trump kind of fucks with the vaccines a little bit. I don't want to see shit like that go away. I like the free speech aspect of things, but this like even Doge is getting a lot of power. But if they start kind of meddling in shit that we're like, oh shit, hey, no way, dude.
Then I think the American people will make their voices heard because the ones that are screaming right now are just the ones that didn't vote for Trump. That's
the ones
all
that are screaming right now are the ones that are getting their money taken away because they were getting kickbacks.
Yeah.
And then the ones on our level that are screaming are just full of shit.
I guess it does come down to faith. You know, and you don't have to.
I don't want to have faith in the government. You know,
it's not the government, the people in the government.
Okay, there you go.
There's certain people that
I believe in them right now.
faith
I believe in them right now too. I like Tulsi Gabbard. I think she should run for president. I think
Tulsi Gabbard is badass. I like JD Vance.
I like the motherfucker
JD
too.
Vance
I really
cool.
do. He should run for president too.
He's going to in 2020.
Him and Gabbard would win.
You think so?
Oh,
for sure. Well,
either way you flip it, they would win.
The next 3 years or the next 4 years is really going to be a reflection of that. And the American people will see, and then they will know. I just hope if Trump tries to run again, if he tries to run on a third term, which there's been threats or just like talks of that, I'm not worried about that. I don't think the Democrats should be worried about that because if he does manage to make that happen, 2028 election is going to be between Donald Trump and Barack Obama. And then America will really make their choice right there.
Yeah, that's fair.
And they're going to choose between Trump and Obama.
And they're buddies.
Yeah.
You saw the video. They're buddies. Apparently, Barack Obama's friends with Hitler or whatever.
Yeah. Right? They were being old. Oh, I think they were just...
It was at Jimmy Carter's funeral.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember. I watched the news like 24 hours a day. Yeah, they're all being buddy and shit, and then Kamala's looking over, all getting all those stink eye and shit. It's like, why is our government a fucking reality TV show? What the hell's going on?
That's what I mean. Like, I wonder if ancient civilizations were the same way. Like, they were just petty motherfuckers.
You know what? We only have like the records of what happened. We weren't there. We didn't see how it all played out. If you look at the records and you interpret them a certain way, it did play out this way a lot of times. Like Taft, right? Taft was a fucking wild dude.
Oh, yeah.
He did some wild shit. And even Roosevelt, that guy, what did he do? He refused to hunt a bear, right?
Yeah, supposedly.
So, like, presidents have always been fucking wild.
He used a lot of federal power, Roosevelt.
Yeah.
But he got a lot of shit done.
He got good things done. Preserving nature.
Yeah, national parks.
National parks and shit like that.
He took down
Those
the monopolies. He fought them and took them down.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, he used a lot of federal power, but I guess for good.
For good. And I mean, I just hope that Trump is doing this for good. You know, the left is going to say a lot of bad things about him. And then, like, the right is saying a lot of bad things about the left. So I don't know.
I mean, just news in general. I don't know how, like, mainstream legacy media, I don't know how people really listen to that and believe anything they say.
I only catch it in clips.
I get on, like, I don't know if X is any better, but I just listen to, like, independent journalism. Yeah, I don't really listen
I like
to
independent journalism.
I don't want motherfuckers who are sponsored by Pfizer telling me
Yeah.
Don't go out today. You can't drive. Don't, whatever. Climate change bullshit. I don't listen to that shit no more. And I think politicians are full of shit. And right now, there's no good leadership in the Democratic Party.
Not at all.
None.
No.
And it's just been a shit show for them. And quite frankly, again, for the 4 years I've been dealing with, not really dealing, but hearing what I've been hearing, it's kind of fun to watch them cry and lose.
Fall apart.
I've enjoyed it. But we're all still Americans, though. We still all got to come together.
And that's why it hurts me to see them, because it's like, you guys are elected officials. You guys are in high places of power, and you are acting like fucking children right now.
It's
What
crazy.
the hell, man?
Yeah, bro.
Acting like children, screaming. Chuck Schumer, oh my God, that guy. We will fight them in the streets. Like, what?
Yeah. Yeah,
It's madness.
It is madness, bro. It's crazy.
And a lot of the country is throwing a fit right now because they lost the election. They're just tossing a hissy fit, but it's countrywide. When Trump lost in 2020, yeah, sure, the whole insurrection thing happened, and there was like a small group of extremists that did that. But for the most part, Republicans, they fucking got back to work.
Yeah, they didn't.
They continued with their lives.
Yeah, they didn't make a hissy fit about it.
But no, the Democrats, because they're losing their power, their absolute power that they have. That's all they care about. They don't care about illegals.
Crazy, bro. You think about that? They had Google and YouTube, Pfizer. They had everybody backing them. Literally everybody. All the mainstream media account, they could censor you if you oppose them, and they still lost. Kamala spent $1 billion on her campaign. Trump, 200 mil.
Yeah.
Still lost.
Actually, I don't think it was that much, 200 mil, because Elon donated like 250.
So maybe it was nowhere near what she spent.
But it was a better ran campaign. That bitch could have won if she went on Joe Rogan and had a real conversation. I
was pretty set on voting for Trump, but I was willing to hear her out.
Yeah, everybody who listens to Joe Rogan, and including Joe Rogan himself, everybody was willing to sit there and listen to whatever she had to say. But no, she never wanted to go on there.
I think that was a big fuck
because
up.
it would lose they wouldn't have control, absolute control. Like when fucking Trump went on Rogan, it was just him and Jamie in the room with Rogan, with Trump.
Nobody else. But
no, Kamala's you gotta come to us, and we gotta cut the video, or you gotta edit it down and shit. And it's like, no, the whole Trump interview was completely unedited. That level of transparency and the lacking in the fucking Democratic Party, I don't understand why the Democrats don't like see this and say, oh yeah, that is fucking wrong.
That's what's
now
crazy.
They're not transparent. Like friends of mine, good friends of mine, people that I care about, are looking at the way the Democratic Party has behaved for the past 4 years, and they're like still proud to be a Democrat. It's like insane to me. I don't identify as a Republican. I'll probably lean toward more libertarian. But this like undying devotion to a party that's
crazy.
It's fucking, and they call MAGAs like cultists. Yeah, the hardcore MAGA people. I've never worn a MAGA hat. Okay, I have never even really seen a MAGA hat in real life. I'm being totally honest.
Seen a few.
I don't have a single piece of merchandise in my house that is at all related to Trump whatsoever.
Yeah. I mean, I love the dog. I love him, but I'm not beholden to him or the party.
Yeah,
because if I was, because I know what kind of guy I am, I would be full MAGA. This is why I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not beholden.
And I
to
just
that
love.
party.
I love saying like I like now. I just like it because it's funny to get a reaction out of people.
Yeah.
Because I hang around a lot of liberals and Democrats. It ain't nothing to me. I love you. Just Jesus loves you. I love you. I don't give a fuck who you voted for, but it's pretty funny like to see reactions out of some of them.
Like the crazy.
Like you're saying,
their
somebody
shit.
called me an asshole. Like you don't know me.
Yeah.
How you gonna
just
call me?
because you voted for?
Just because
you have a differing political opinion.
I'm an asshole for voting for Trump. Yeah, don't call me an asshole. You don't know me. I am an asshole, but you don't know that I am. So, like, you know what I mean? Like,
and the level of hypocrisy from the Democrats, they talk about freedom, but then they're the ones that want to censor people.
this is why I voted Republican, bro. This is literally the only reason why I voted for Trump.
They're the ones who want to police people's
that scared
language.
the shit out of me. Boy, is that scary.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do you not see that? Especially because, like, people, like, kind of mutuals for me and you, but even, like, people in Lubbock, like, creatives. Like, yeah, you're on their team. You might be on their side right now. So you're okay. But you don't understand the fucking power that is to ban somebody because they said something you didn't like.
Yeah. What happens when you
Whoa.
say something that they don't like?
Because the tides are turning. Why don't I mean, it's crazy. That fucking scared the shit out of me, and nobody really seemed to get on with that. I'm like, you don't realize what these motherfuckers want to do? Yeah. They're taking away your power too, bro. You get on stage every day. You're an artist. You're a musician. You don't think that they're gonna come after you eventually?
Yeah, eventually, yeah.
Like, come on,
they're
man.
They're not gonna like what you're saying.
I was like, dude, nobody. I didn't really see anybody talk about it here, and it scared the shit out of me, man. I was like, damn. And thank God. Say what you want about Elon, but thank you for buying X. Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, thank God for Elon.
God damn, bro.
And it's crazy the Elon derangement that people are suffering right now.
That's pretty funny too.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's like the guy came from nothing, and now he's the richest human being on planet Earth.
But it's like you were saying, he literally campaigned with Trump.
Yeah,
he was next to him the whole time.
I didn't vote for Elon Musk. Yeah, you didn't vote for Trump. Who cares about you? Voted for Kamala. You lost.
Like,
this is what it is.
Say what you want about Trump and Elon and Doge and all of them. This is what they said they were gonna do.
They're doing everything that they said in the campaign.
What the fuck? Is that not what you want out of a candidate?
Yeah.
Like, damn, man.
It's like, I don't agree with him, but at least he's doing what he said that he was gonna do. That's just be what it is. You know?
I would like to see. This is what I would like to see. And there's a whole lot of other issues, but I'm pretty privileged. I understand how much of a privileged life I live for these to be my concerns. I would like for RFK Jr. to ban pharmaceuticals from being able to advertise. That'd be pretty nice. And I would like Trump to create a digital bill of rights. I really would. I would vote for him 4 fucking terms if he did those two things.
A bill of digital rights.
A digital bill of rights.
Okay.
Like,
I could see that.
Did you ever get into the Twitter files and shit? Like, I don't think the government has any right to pressure or get a hold of a private company to tell you to censor somebody.
That's what they did to Facebook.
That's what they did on Facebook and Twitter before Elon bought it. They did it on all of them. Reddit, YouTube. They because of like COVID and the Hunter Biden laptop, which was true. So a digital bill of rights essentially, I think, would protect us from that.
Yeah.
Legally, they probably still do it, but you could sue them. So I would really
protect the government from having influence.
Protect the private citizens from being from the government from influencing companies to censor and silence individuals.
Yeah,
I would love to see that more than anything. Obviously, there's a whole lot of other issues in this country, but again, I'm telling you how privileged I am. That's what I would love to see because that's important to me.
Yeah.
I like to be able to talk shit or criticize or say whatever I want.
Yeah, we're in a digital age, and we have to respect the way that it is, right? It's a digital age.
It
the
almost
world
was
communicates
way different,
digitally.
bro.
Yeah,
It's almost different. It was almost different.
How do you feel about AI? Are you scared? No.
The AI war is crazy that's going on. That's a cold war in itself. No, I think it'll be a useful tool.
Yeah, exactly. Like every weapon that has emerged throughout human history, people were afraid of it, and then it was actually a very useful tool for
But it's like
beings.
if the government or private entities or China is going to create something that's going to kill us all, what can I do?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to...
Regulating our development of AI is not going to help anything.
You don't do that. That's what's so crazy is one of us has to own this.
Yeah.
Us or China, who's going to own the fucking...
Yeah, so putting all these regulations, like, who do you fucking work for, China?
Sure, seems like it. But no, yeah, AI, I think it'll be fun. It'll be fun before it gets bad, I think.
It already is kind of fun.
I've kind of dabbled in it. Oh, I use AI. I use it for my thumbnails.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So it's been helpful.
AI is pretty dope.
I got on ChatGPT and Gronk to learn about the Battle of the Alamo. I don't know if that counts. And then you can like, you're talking about with the laptop. I didn't know Adobe had all these features because I use that to edit. There's a lot of AI features that can just make your job so much easier. I'm like, oh,
AI
shit.
just does it for you.
Just does it for you. I'm like,
That's
oh, shit.
fucking awesome. I'm excited. And then AI with video games. Like,
Yeah.
so there's this game I play called Planet Zoo. And obviously you build a zoo. That's what the game is. You're building a zoo. I fucking love it because of the building and creativity. But the enrichment items, like the climbing stuff that the animals climb on and they use, the animations are so fucking wonky, dude. Like, you'll see a tiger and he'll approach something that he's supposed to climb, and then all of a sudden he'll just be like, and he'll be up on it, and it doesn't look real. It looks fake. It looks all wonky and digital, and it's like super impressive graphics, but the animals are still behaving fucking weird. But with AI, If AI can sit there and determine what an animal is going to behave in a certain situation to an object, then it makes that animal behave that way. You don't have to code special animations to use an enrichment item. The AI the tiger is real in the digital world. It is an AI. But it thinks it's a tiger, right?
Oh, shit.
It's an AI that thinks it's a tiger, so it's going to do tiger stuff, and it'll go and it'll play with enrichment items that you put in your zoo like a tiger would, and not like a code would. So
Oh, shit.
I'm stoked.
It's so many unlimited possibilities.
There's so many fucking things that we could do with AI, man. It's just ridiculous.
Shit. I want to
And-
get into movies. Like making movies would probably be easy now.
Yeah.
Like
There'd be less actors, I imagine.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck Hollywood.
Fuck you. You get to make a living, make millions and
But I'm
millions of
saying,
dollars
like,
off to play and pretend, and then
This
you
is
get to
what's
tell
so
me how to
I
vote.
think this is
Fuck
what's
you.
so great about it and so scary for like people in power. It's like we don't need this shit no more. We don't need gatekeepers anymore. We can do whatever we want with, especially with AI. I don't need you. I can make my own movie. Cheap. I can highly produce a fucking podcast for cheap now. You know what I mean? I don't have to hire nobody. I would, but I don't have to hire. Just shit like that.
Yeah, but I hope the artisans still stick around.
They
you
will.
know,
They will.
because I don't want AI directing movies.
I don't think we have to worry about that. Maybe like future generations that are born into it, that don't know any better.
Yeah,
They'll probably be like, "Who the fuck cares?" But for us, we would know.
yeah, we know. We
Yeah.
want our real, genuine artists.
I think
Yeah, they
it-
won't care eventually.
Besides, like even like advance in science and shit, maybe we won't have to worry about cancer.
Yeah. Well, we should already not have to worry about cancer, right? There's too much
It still
money
happens.
being made on
Well,
chemotherapy.
cancer still happens,
Yeah.
but maybe
it-
not at this rate.
Do you think there's a cure out there and they're just suppressing it?
I don't know.
Like, have you seen what is it called?
I've heard. I don't know if this word is censored anymore. I've heard there's a word called ivermectin
Oh no,
that can pretty much. I don't know if it cures cancer, but
it's not censored anymore.
well, there's a little thing called ivermectin that, if these stories are true, that people with like stage 3 cancer started taking ivermectin and their cancer disappeared.
Dude,
That might be a miracle drug.
that might be
I
it.
don't know.
Have you seen Common Side Effects on
Of-
Adult Swim?
No, I never.
It's a new cartoon that just came out. Adult Swim. It's only like 3 episodes deep right now, I think. But it's about this guy. He's like a botanist. He's really into shrooms, you know, and he discovers this blue mushroom in somewhere in South America.
Somebody was telling me about.
Yeah, he discovers a blue mushroom, and then he quickly learns that it can heal anything. Like he tries to escape some like people that are chasing him. They're trying to kill him, and his plane crashes. And he's got these mushrooms, and he's all fucked up and mangled from the plane crash. And he takes the mushroom, and it like heals his body. And everybody who takes the mushroom immediately gets healed from this fucking mushroom. Does that mushroom exist in the world somewhere, you think? Would it be more profitable to treat illnesses, to treat people for illnesses, rather than to just cure it all at once? Why would we need doctors?
Sick care, bro, not health care.
Sick care, yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of money in the pharmaceutical industries.
It's crazy. What is money anyway? Like what? Why? You know? To
It's a monetary thing we put value on.
exchange goods.
To
and
exchange
stuff,
goods.
right?
Bring
Yeah.
back the barter system.
Yeah. Like, what do you want? If you want money, like, but what do you want with? Because money doesn't do anything for you except buy stuff, right? So, what do you want to buy? Like, what stuff do you want? Why is that stuff so important? Or are you just hoarding wealth? I feel like a lot of people are just hoarding wealth.
Yeah, well, they probably were doing that in ancient times.
Yeah, they always have been.
Hunting and
Just
gatherers
for
probably
no fucking reason.
hoarded everything. Scarcity, bro. I don't know. I mean, when you really like get down to like the philosophical aspects of money and shit, like you realize money doesn't exist. It's not real.
Yeah,
It's weird.
It's not. It's the stuff.
It's
yeah.
like the buying power. I don't know.
It's just the stuff. And then, with the power, that's people. You know, people on your side is power.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, money. It fucking sure seems like a great thing to have, though. I would love
Well,
it.
it helps keep everything organized.
It certainly fucking helps. Not everything, but boy, does it help.
Yeah.
You know, you get sick, your car breaks down.
But
Shit
it
happens.
also, it's this thing that people can launder now, you know? People can launder it and they can fucking manipulate numbers or manipulate fucking numbers in a computer and then just give them all the imaginary.
fucking weird, huh?
Yeah, it is weird. It's a weird world that we live in.
Fucking Bitcoin.
This sounds like a mushroom conversation or something.
I've always wanted to have this conversation. People usually kind of tune out of it or don't want to have it. when they're sitting across from me.
It's like money is weird. What? It's just this imaginary thing.
I think it goes to show how easy life is again, because you don't have to think about these things.
you don't.
You don't, man. Just
Yeah, I can't stop thinking about them. I gotta fucking stop doom scrolling. That's what it is.
me too. Yeah,
It's so bad. You go on Scoops?
I don't
Have you
even.
heard of
I
Scoops?
just go on Twitter.
Oh,
Just fucking go down a rabbit hole there.
I'm on Instagram. Instagram is a little like, just like
I just look at boobs.
protest after protest after
Oh,
protest
yeah.
after
Mine
protest.
is just boobs and music.
Dude, I was scrolling doom. I was doom scrolling the other day on Instagram, I think, and I just called protest after protest after protest. And then I came across this reel. It was like a Norwegian rock band, and they were wearing a sombreros.
Oh, I
and they
saw
were
that.
waving the Mexican flag.
Yeah, I saw that.
They were like promoting a tour date in Mexico.
Yeah, I saw that.
And it's just so out of nowhere. And they were like, "We're coming to you, Mexico. Fuck this Norwegian taco." You saw that exact video?
Yeah.
I thought it was so funny. It's like, I don't think they know what's going on.
I don't know though, but Mexicans fuck with like metal like that. Heavy.
Yeah. Norwegians,
they
people
fuck
always
with that
talking
shit.
about Mexico border, and then these Norwegians are just like, we're gonna go rock these Mexicans' faces off.
No,
Yeah.
the Mexicans fuck with that shit, bro. You'd be
Okay,
surprised. They're big fans of it.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll go down rabbit holes on podcasts and Twitter, just about shit. I'm like, one time I'm like, okay, sorry, this is just what it says. Like once it's like Jews rule the world, I'm like, oh, or once it gets to the point where it's like there's a Jew behind this, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get off because this is crazy.
And yeah, this most recent genocide, I guess, was the genocide of the Jews. Has there been a genocide since then? Well, people are claiming
Rwanda?
there's a Rwanda.
Rwanda, there was one in Pol Pot did a genocide.
Yeah.
I think, there's a genocide going on in South Africa, I believe. They're killing all the whites.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've heard different things about that. I don't know. You know, with the internet, there's so much.
Yeah, I ain't gonna get
like
into it. I don't know.
I've seen white South Africans get on social media and be like, "There is no genocide," but then I see a rally in South Africa with a bunch of black Africans saying, "Kill the whites,
Yeah.
kill the whites." It's like, what's going on?
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows?
I understand you can't I'm a free speech absolutist, so I mean, say what you want.
Yeah.
But I've just seen how unhinged people are. And they'll just believe anything, say anything, follow anything.
Yeah, and that's what freaks
what's
me out
crazy.
about the Democratic Party right now, because they're going crazy and they're spewing all this shit on the news and on media, and they're calling for violence.
But does anybody listen to them? I'm being for real. Does anybody take that shit serious?
we have friends who listen to them.
Well, does anybody take them serious?
I mean,
You know what I mean?
I'm not worried about them. If they want to call for violence, they will get crushed if they try to get violent in the street. If any of these movements try to actually get violent in the streets and try to do some kind of revolution, they will be squashed immediately.
Yeah, it'd be
just
over.
like the January 6ers were squashed immediately, because that's just how it is. The strongest military complex that the world has ever known.
We have AC-130s. Those will... Your little pistol won't do nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just some fucking dog general sending in drones.
Did you ever hear Shane Gillis?
Yeah, that's what I was referencing.
That was funny. No, man. I think just there's a lot of crybaby losers out there right now, and it's pretty fun to watch. I feel bad for them. We got to get them back on some sort of team and just work together.
Yeah.
I don't see why. We're all Americans. Well,
do for the country. That's what it is. And for the country, by country, I mean Americans, like American citizens, Republican voters as well.
he who saves his country breaks no law.
Yeah.
That was Napoleon.
So I heard that the whole case about him over evaluating his real estate, which is just a practice that all realtors
He just
fucking
showed what
do.
everybody does.
Yeah, that's what everybody does. I heard those have been overturned. So there's one judge that did that, right? And then it got appealed, so it went to a court of 5 independent judges, and now they're sanctioning the judge who prosecuted Donald Trump, because
That's an activist judge.
yeah, it's an activist judge. If you're for activism, that's what it is. And AOC might be in legal trouble right now.
She's being investigated.
She's being investigated.
Really helping.
Fallacy's being investigated.
Yeah. I mean, again, with the 4 years, how do people not see what was going on with Trump? He got shot at.
Yeah.
They fucking
put him. I mean, maybe he broke the law, but it's like we're saying, like these politicians are like calling for him to be arrested for shit that they do.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you don't want to open these floodgates, bro.
You don't.
You could put Hillary and Clinton right now.
I have some friends who I do consider friends. You know, we do have things that like I think we can mutually enjoy, but they also are convinced that the whole Trump attempted assassination was staged. That's insane.
That was wild.
That's
I heard that the day after.
Yeah, it was staged. That's impossible. How do you fucking stage that, dude? That's ridiculous. But no, they're like, okay, so if you believe it was staged, that conspiracy theory is more wild than the theory that they opened the border to try to erase the Republican Party. That's a theory. That
You got
makes
a good point.
Yeah, it makes it because that was going to happen. You know, it's not about like what the intentions was. That was the end result of flooding in a bunch of people into the United States. Is that the Republican Party would essentially become erased. It's not that they're importing people that are looking for a better life. They're importing Democratic voters, people who will give them their vote. That's what they were doing. That's what the whole purpose of it was. Is that crazy to say?
Seems like, I mean, nothing's crazy to say anymore.
Yeah.
Like this is all like valid shit. It's like crazy.
Yeah, and whether that was their intention or not, that was going to be the result
That
of
was what
letting
was
all
gonna
these
happen.
people. That's what was going to happen. The Republican Party would not have a voice anymore.
Yeah, again, and then it's like, why do these states have no voter ID laws? Like, where they're shipping them into? Like,
Yeah.
yo, all right, I gotta have an ID to buy Zyn, bro.
For real.
Come on,
It's ridiculous.
I hate it. I fucking hate it.
I hate it. But thank God Trump won.
I'm so glad he did.
I just hate that there are friends of mine, good friends of mine, that I care about, sincerely care about, and I care about their well-being, who are convinced that the country is coming to an end because Trump won. That's ridiculous. That's insane.
That's really stupid.
Like, I care about you. You're my friends. Please see somebody. Because
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Trump derangement syndrome, bro. No, shit's about to be good, man. I think we're in a
I
golden
think it'll
age.
get better. I think that, I don't know, with the tariffs, like, there might be some price things that go up in price, and it's like, oh, well, I guess you have to buy American now? Like, oh my God, big whoop, you have to buy American now. Like, Americans, anyway.
Yeah, the tariffs seem to work. I mean, Canada,
People are saying they didn't work. If
Canada
they
and
don't
Mexico
work,
kind
then
of-
why did those countries threaten retaliatory tariffs on us?
and then they said, "Nah, we're good."
And then they folded and they did what he told them to do. And then the Democrats are trying to say that, oh, they were going to do that already. It's like, no, they weren't. No, they weren't.
She said she was going to send 10,000 troops to the border. The Mexican president. I don't know. Maybe the tariff worked. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, people are saying that Democrats are saying that she was going to do that already anyway, which was not true.
She would have done it.
She would have done it already.
Yeah.
She didn't do it until the tariff threat.
I wonder how much corruption she has with the cartel.
I like to think I like to think none.
I don't
In my
know.
heart of hearts,
Of course,
I hope.
yeah, of course.
I love Latinas, so.
Yeah.
But I like to I think that she would be a great leader, and I hope that she's a great leader. And I just think like her whole thing is when it comes to America, is a lot of the weapons and a lot of the violence that she's been dealing with. A lot of the cartel has been armed by America. And also, there's probably situations where our CIA, our FBI fucking worked with the cartel.
in the 80s.
In the 80s, yeah, they worked with the cartel to try to help them to,
Defeat
mutual
communism.
agreement, defeat communism, shit like that. So obviously, the president of Mexico, Claudia, she's looking at this situation and looking at America is like, you have caused a lot of the problems with the cartel that I'm fucking dealing with right now. All right.
Yeah, we buy all
Fuck
that shit.
you.
We buy their drugs.
The money is coming from you. Okay.
Yeah, it's a tough spot, man. There was like 30 assassinations in that election.
Jeez.
Yeah, like someone around there. I'm not lying. Like,
Yeah.
tough, poor girl.
I pray for her.
I just don't see why she wouldn't be like, no, Trump, fucking send them troops here.
Because she's apprehensive about the American government in general.
fair
Because of how much shit that they fucking have made it hard
fair
for her.
enough. But it's gotten too
She's
crazy.
like, I'm
Those
supposed
are
to just trust you
those
now?
are barbarians. The
Yeah,
cartel.
the cartel,
They are
yeah.
evil.
They're the most sadistic people.
They are, some say, descendants of those Aztecs I was talking about and believe in human sacrifice. They are evil.
Yeah, have you seen Sicario?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, it's such a good movie.
Bro, I watch cartel videos.
Hell yeah.
Legit ones. Like, I've seen them.
Oh yeah, no, I watch them all
Oh,
the time.
God. I just saw one of those guys wearing another dude's face.
Jeez.
He was just playing around with him. Like, yeah,
Cartel,
fucking
man,
nuke
they're
them, bro.
fucking crazy,
Nuke
bro.
them.
And we're just letting them make
And they're here. They're in
billions and billions of dollars.
There's some here in Lubbock.
yeah.
It's like,
And then
They're
there's
scary.
also other
I'm
ones
also scared of them.
like the Tren de Aragua. Have you heard about those guys?
I've seen pictures of them,
Tren de Aragua gang.
but I saw a SEAL was like, look at the way they're holding these guns. These guys aren't shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, no.
They're all
I
gonna
don't.
get
People
crushed.
are talking about like us going there. It's like, dude, you don't have any. The full might of the American military there is there's. They have no chance. They have
Yeah.
no chance.
I just wonder if America did decide that it's not going to fucking stand for shit anymore. Like, Trump doesn't want war with anybody.
No, I
doesn't
don't
want
think he
fighting.
does.
He's completely against that.
That's a just war.
he'll start trade wars with everybody. Nobody dies. Nobody dies directly.
It's kind of what it's gone to. Huh? Economic
The
war.
trade wars, economic wars, because we are kind of being taken advantage of by other countries.
Yeah, that
and
has
what
to
it
stop.
is it's a globalist movement on the
hate-
left.
yep.
Is what it is.
Yep.
It's a globalist movement. That's why the Europe is suffering the same exact issues that are happening here in America. People kept saying, the rest of the world is laughing at America right now. No, the rest of the world is dealing with their own fucking issues
And
on
they're trying to
immigration.
censor free speech over there, bruh.
In London, they're not dealing with South Americans. That's not who they're dealing with Islam. Islam is invading a lot of European
A lot
countries.
of Middle Easterners are there.
In Germany,
I'll tell you if that's true. When I go to Italy, I'll let you know if that's true.
yeah, in Germany, there's like they're holding their prayers 5 times a day. They're doing it in the street. They're blocking traffic. They're doing it in the street. They could do it in a mosque, but no, they're choosing to do it in the street, block traffic. And a lot of people are saying it's cultural dominance. They're trying to intimidate the local culture by saying like Germany is not Christian or Germany is Islam now. That's what it is. And it
seems like they're
the
being
globalist the movement.
They seem like they're being conquered.
Yeah.
I will say this about that. I think I don't think a lot of people understand that America is different than the rest of the world. Like we have religious freedom here.
Yeah.
We're not homogenous. We are all different here. Like, I mean, if Germany wants to remain Germany, Christian, white Germany, why can't they? It's different than what we do because we don't operate like freedom. Freedom is what makes us.
We are a
us.
country made of immigrants.
Immigration and freedom make this country great. I believe that, but that's not
Legal
how
immigration.
Okay, let's do this. Legal immigration. Yes, do it the right way. I don't think people understand like that's not how it is in the rest of the world.
Yeah.
They don't mix. The rest of the world doesn't. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but
They
like Germans want to be German, Irish want to be Irish. I'm pretty sure Japanese want to be Japanese.
Mexicans want to be Mexican.
And no, man, we're different.
No, they're protesting right now.
But I was talking to Rafa about this. Like, what is a Mexican? Like, it's different. It's not one thing. There's so many different people that are Mexican. You know what I mean? Like if you went to Japan, you would know what a Japanese person looks like.
Yeah.
He was telling me like in Mexico, it's so different. Yes, we're all like kind of the same, but not really. Like, there's indigenous, there's Creole, there's Spaniard, there's French.
Yeah, that's America.
But
that's how America is, though.
That's
right?
what I'm saying, though. Like, Mexicans, I think they're a little different than even the rest of the world, too. Like, they're kind of like us. Yeah. So it's like you can't tell sometimes a Mexican from a Mexican. I'll just say that. But like the rest of the world, I don't know what's going on in Europe. Like it sure seems like they're being invaded. Why? Who's allowing this? Like
Globalist
yeah, I know, but what's the
agenda.
end game of this?
It could be infiltration from certain Islamic groups into their governments.
I get why they want to do that, but why would the Europe allow that?
Because the left is stupid.
Okay,
the left is stupid.
Is it really that? Is it really that?
I'm not sure.
Is
like
it that?
the only
Like
explanation you could have is that they're on the other side.
Is it really like they're that? Like we're that accepting? We're that accommodating? Like come here, fuck with our culture and just bring yours.
And
we
erase our culture?
We'll arrest our people to accommodate for you.
Impose Sharia law.
I don't know. I'm going to
Of the
find out
world.
when I get to Europe. I'm literally, when I go to Italy, I'm going to ask him about this situation. That's one of the things I'm going to like. What's going on? Like, is this really happening?
Is it really affecting you?
Yeah, I don't know if the news is lying to me.
Are you really worried
am
about
I,
them?
Am I being lied to on the news? Because when I go there, I'm be like, or if I go there and what if I do see nothing but Muslims? I'm like, oh yeah, it's happening.
Oh shit.
But
I don't know. We'll see what happens if Trump.
it's also not our problem.
Yeah, it's not our problem. But Trump's, well, I mean, if Saudi Arabia grows to that size and it takes over Europe, and then like
We're
Sharia
separated
law,
by oceans, bro.
yeah, but it's still Sharia law. They want to impose Sharia law on the world.
Yeah, I don't think that'll happen here.
No,
It won't happen here.
I don't
I
think
can
it's going to
guarantee
happen
it won't
in
happen
Europe
here.
either.
It won't happen in Texas. I can tell you that.
No.
I think they actually banned it already.
Sharia law.
Yeah, I think so. I
Sharia
might have been
law
mistaken.
should be banned in all Western countries.
Yeah, I don't.
Because
Yeah.
it completely contradicts Western like civilization, contradicts like Western values, of
I don't think it has to be said, but yeah, I don't hate any group.
I don't
Or-
hate any group
It's just the
either.
facts.
But there's also like there's being foolish and stupid. Like you don't have to hate a guy to not want to let him in your house.
That's true.
You
That
just
is
have to
very
not
true.
know who he is, not know anything
Yeah, if
about
you don't
him.
know anybody, you're not gonna let them in your house. That goes
Yeah.
for anybody.
Yeah. So why does that why can't the country be the same way? Like this is our country, this is where our people are. I don't know.
Based on what I've seen, they seem pretty fed up with it. I don't know. We'll see.
All right, we'll see. Have you seen let's talk about something else.
Yeah, that was.
I saw. Have you seen fucking? Was it Nosferatu?
Yeah, I liked it.
Really?
I did.
I know that's the original story, right? Like it was a complete remake of the original movie. Right?
It was basically a copyright infringement of Dracula.
really.
He stole, like in the 1900s, they stole the idea and just like changed it from England to Germany. Nosferatu is Dracula. Like they just changed the names.
Oh,
They got-
Dracula came first.
Dracula was first, and
Oh,
then they
okay.
created Nosferatu. They actually got sued in the 1900s. Like the movie got sued, but it made no money, so they didn't. They kind of didn't lose.
Yeah.
I just learned this, by the way. Yeah, just a remake of Dracula, just different names in different places. Yeah,
I thought it was weird. It was creepy. Old guy.
like Willem Dafoe's Van Helsing, but he didn't. They didn't call him that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's Van Helsing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was. I thought it was. I don't like movies where the person keeps waking up from a dream.
Yeah, she's a whore.
At the beginning of the movie, he kept waking up, and it was like, how is anything I'm fucking seeing real? Is it all a dream? I hate that shit. But then, I didn't like the mustache. I don't know why they did the mustache.
Okay, so it's supposed to be. So the original Dracula is, Vlad Dracula.
Yeah,
That's why he
Vlad the
wanted he
Impaler.
wanted to look like Vlad the Impaler. That's who he is.
so he's trying to be actual Dracula.
Well,
He
I mean,
looks stupid.
Nosferatu's Vlad the Impaler in the movie. That's why he has a mustache.
Okay,
Yeah, because Vlad the Impaler had a mustache.
his name's Count Orlok,
But
but he's inspired by Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah.
Well, in the original movie, he didn't have a mustache. I think he
I don't know,
looked
I
way
thought it was-
scarier.
I thought it was ugly.
Yeah, in the original or the new one?
No, the new one. I didn't like the mustache.
I didn't like it either. He looked like that guy from Lazy Town.
But his fucking breathing was sick. Like, that's a good actor right there.
Skarsgård, dude. That's
Skarsgård.
Pennywise.
Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill Skarsgård.
He was Pennywise, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So that motherfucker's been Pennywise and Nosferatu?
Yeah, bro.
The fuck is next?
Oh, he's gonna be in another one. Oh,
Are
fuck.
they going to remake Rocky Horror Picture Show and he's going to
Oh,
be
shit,
the
I never saw that one. so
transvestite, transsexual from Transylvania?
I don't know, man.
Follow the steps of Tim Curry.
They're doing he's the guy who did that movie, Robert Edgers, I think.
Yeah.
He's doing Werewolf. He's doing a werewolf movie.
Isn't there a werewolf movie in theaters right now?
Sucks, apparently. I haven't seen it. But it came
I've
out.
been seeing-
It came out at the same time.
Yeah, I've been seeing clips of it, I think, and it does look kind of bad.
They said it sucked. So he's redoing that. One I'm really excited for is the Odyssey. What is it? Homer's,
That's Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
gonna
he's
be
got
sick.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
as
I saw a pic- Did you
Odysseus.
see the picture?
Yeah, I saw it. He's got the Odysseus outfit on and
Oh,
everything.
bro, I'm
That shit
excited
does
for
look
that
sick.
one.
And then I've seen clips of Margot Robbie as Queen Elizabeth.
I-
Have you seen those ones?
No, she's hot.
She's gonna play Queen. They made her not hot in these pics,
I
dude.
don't think she was in real life.
Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah.
I don't. She was like a pale ginger, wasn't she?
I think she was the one that was like putting makeup on that was mercury.
Oh,
And it like fucked her up.
jeez.
Yeah.
So Margot Robbie's playing her in the movie, and then they got Charlie Hunnam playing what's his name? The fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre inspiration for Psycho.
Oh,
and
Ed Gein?
Ed Gein. They got Charlie Hunnam playing Ed Gein.
I think I saw that.
You saw
Yeah.
that? I think it's a terrible casting choice. Charlie Hunnam is like all charming and handsome and built. He's like a guy, man's man. Ed Gein is like a little frail, creepy guy, you
Yeah.
know. And it wasn't working. It doesn't translate for me. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I saw that too.
But that's Hollywood. Everybody's got to be good looking. I'm like, no.
I guess.
Whatever. I am happy that they're doing an Ed Gein movie. I think that's awesome.
That's gonna be sick.
Yeah, I wonder I got to look into who's directing that.
If it's true, I saw his cauldron in a museum, so I don't know. The one where he would drain the people's blood in. Saw it.
What, like 2 people that he killed?
Yeah. Well, he horrifically killed them, but yeah.
And then the rest of it was all grave robbery, wasn't it?
I don't know. Is that where he made the skin? Shit?
Yeah, he would rob the graves, and then he would make things like lampshades and shit out of the body parts. Made like a belt made out of nipples. That's fucking freaky.
Oh, I think they had one of his skins in that museum as well because you could see the nipple.
Ugh.
Yeah. I don't know how Zach Baggins got it, but he had it.
And he just got So
Mm-hmm,
that's pretty creepy. Another one I watched the other day, or actually last night, was I think it was Vivarium in the City of a Thousand Planets. Have you ever seen that movie?
I heard about it. Is that who's in that?
That one guy who was. Let's see.
Is Rihanna in that?
No. Yeah, Rihanna is in it.
Yeah.
She plays like a shapeshifter.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Yeah, I seen it.
Cara Delevingne.
Oh, yeah, Cara Delevingne. Oh, I love her.
So I watched it last night. It wasn't bad. It flopped hard. I remember when it first came out, it flopped hard. It wasn't bad. It was a fun. The guy who told me to watch it, he said it was kind of like The Fifth Element.
Oh, okay.
It has the same vibes as The Fifth Element.
It's been a while since I've seen it, and it was just kind of like not really paying attention. I just remember Rihanna.
Yeah, so I had to go and watch it because I fucking love The Fifth Element. I love the feeling of that movie, the vibes it gives. And yeah, same vibes.
Nice.
Maybe not the exact same, like The Fifth Element, the story in The Fifth Element was way better than this one. This one was decent. It was good. I didn't exactly like the main character though, the dude. I don't know if it was the actor's fault or whatever, but he just seemed kind of like a douche to me throughout the whole movie. But all the sci-fi stuff was cool. It was like Vivarium in the City of a Thousand Planets. All the sci-fi stuff was really cool. But some of the main character, I just didn't like the main character very much.
Hold on, let me see.
And the premise of it is that Earth built a big old space station, and aliens started to come to this space station and like add to it. And the different races over centuries and centuries, different alien races kept coming to this space station and then adding their own culture to the space station. And eventually it got so big that it started to threaten the gravitational pull of Earth.
Oh, okay. Now
Earth kicked the space station off to go drift through space. But it's a city, and it's comprised of like 1,000 different alien civilizations, and all their collective knowledge come together in this one big city.
Oh, it's got that dude. He's weird. I see what you're talking about.
Yeah,
now.
that guy. Yeah, that guy. He was in.
He played the Green Goblin in the Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
And then
I don't know if it's just like his mannerisms or just the way he speaks, the way his voice is. He's just a weird, creepy guy. And then in this movie, he's supposed to play like the John McClane type, or like, you know, in Fifth Element, Bruce Willis's character. He's supposed to play that kind of guy, but it's just like, why is the villain playing a good guy? What the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, I got you.
He's got evil eyes. That's what it is.
It
He's
is.
got
That's
evil
what
eyes.
it is.
So I just didn't vibe with it. His character, or the actor playing that character. I think if they could have had somebody else, I think it would have been better as the lead. No offense to that guy. I mean, he was in.
Hopefully he's listening.
He was in American Primeval. Have you watched that yet?
I'm gonna start that
on Netflix.
Yeah, I'm about to start that.
It's pretty sick. Like, I don't know how you feel about Mormons. This
Mm-hmm.
show fucking hates Mormons. They're the evil ones.
Well, you can see that if you know history.
Mormons are pretty fucked up. They did a lot of evil shit.
A lot of people did fucked up shit back in the day. Let me take that back.
Yeah.
Everybody was fucked up back then.
So that's what it is definitely worth watching though.
Yeah, I'm about to check it out.
It's fucking action packed and it's real gritty and
is it a movie or a series?
It's a series.
Okay.
It's a mini series, but it's really cool. It's real action. Like you don't get tired or you don't get bored ever in the movie. It's got a good pacing. It's got great action. The main protagonist, the dude, is a badass, badass, just like out backwoods fucking guy that's taking care of shit. And then the lady, she's trying to get her child to her child's father. I don't want to give too much away the plot.
We'll watch it.
Watch it. It's definitely worth the watch. It's a great show. I watched it.
But
that guy that we were just talking about, he's in it. He's a character in the show.
Oh no shit, he's not even American.
Yeah. but his character it's gonna make you like the actor even less, honestly.
Okay.
To be honest with you, his character, you're just like, this guy's fucking whatever.
Brother, I've had a fun time talking to you.
Oh yeah, that was a good.
We'll have to do it again sometime.
Definitely, it was like
I got to piss.
I was so worried about like not having stuff to talk about.
Boy, did we go and go and go, man. You got anything else for the people anywhere that they can follow you? Anything? Check out.
Stop letting American politics dictate how you feel so hard. You know, like it's
Yeah.
it's not the end of the world. It's just because your candidate didn't win, and stop shunning people in your life that care about you just because they don't agree with you politically. I think that's going to drive
That's
divide.
wild. That is wild.
That's not good for anybody. That doesn't help any situation whatsoever, except like make your life less full of these valuable relationships. So I don't know, but yeah, thanks for having me on.
Oh man, it was a great time, brother. We'll see you guys. Patreon.com/SnakePitStudios. Check it out. Thank you, dude.